Please welcome Gotham Award and Golden Globe Award winner, Awkwafina. Yes. There you go.
All right. I wish I was greeted like that every day. Oh, my God. Wow. Like at Rite Aid, I'm coming to Santa Barbara. What's happening? I love Santa Barbara.
Okay. Most important question, where's the Golden Globe? Where does it live?
I keep it, I keep it in its box.
Oh.
But I leave it downstairs so when people come by, I'm just like, oh, this thing, and then I'll open it. You know, I bring it with me to the store. No, I don't. I need to find a place for it. So.
Do you cover your sofa in plastic?
Yes, but what does that have to do with that?
But you can take it out of the box and like exhibit it for real.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like you don't have to worry about it.
I recently just covered my sofa in plastic. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like, when you said that, I was like, how does he know that I did that? I have to peel myself off of it. It's great. Yeah.
There's many things I loved about Golden Globe night and you at Golden Globe night. That you won the Golden Globe. It was really cool to see.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I love the dedication to your dad where you basically said, look, Dad, I told you I get a job. It was
I know.
What was his reaction to that?
It was like the sickest way I could have like gotten back to my dad. He was really happy, and you know, the next day everyone was like congratulating him, and he called me and he was like, everyone was congratulating me, and I was like, okay, good. So he's happy with it, but yeah, I did find a job, so that's good.
So for anyone out there who has seen the YouTube video that made Nora
Are you going to say it? Are you going to say it?
My V.
Okay.
In the video, your V won an award for Best V.
It did.
So I feel like the video foreshadowed everything that was going to be happening in your life, right?
Yeah, I guess in some sick way, yeah, for sure.
When you and I did an interview a couple of months ago, and you said something really interesting to me, which was that when you met with Lulu Wang, the writer and director of The Farewell, who did such an amazing job.
Yes.
I think she even said that she, in her mind, considered you more of an influencer than an actor. And is that something you felt like? You obviously proved her so, but do you feel like that's something that you've had to battle in a way?
Influencer is because it's also like, who am I influencing? You know what I mean? Like, I think at that point I couldn't influence anyone to do anything, but I do get it, and I think that was a thing in the beginning of my career, which is that, you know, I would go in for these auditions, and even my first movie that actually I was in with Beanie Feldstein was Neighbors 2, and Seth Rogen and Nick Stoller had asked me to audition because of that video. So for many directors, like in the beginning, they were like, well, can she act? You know, and there was nothing for them to see. So I think everyone in the beginning that hired me like took a really big risk because they like legit did not know. And the same with Lulu. I mean, when my name came up to her, she was like the My Vag girl, and I was like, hey, so what? No, but I mean, yeah. And then you know, it wasn't until I sent in my self-tape that, you know, so. Yeah.
So all this time, did you know? I mean, this performance that you give in The Farewell is just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you feel like I've got this in me, or were there people around you that had to pump you up?
No, there was no one around me to pump me up. Although that sounds lit. I think at this point in my career, I should hire a few of those. You know, it was. You know, everyone said that, you know, I know you. I know you from Crazy Rich Asians. Like, I know you as doing comedy, and I knew myself as only doing that as well. I mean, I when asked to do drama and then to speak Chinese, I was like, whoa now. But I knew one thing, and it was that I felt the story. I felt it so deeply, and I felt the character. I felt Billy. And I knew that it wasn't my experience in the industry that would prepare me for this role. It was my experience as an Asian American in this country. And I think that's what really, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I love Santa Barbara. Thank you. I'm gonna stay another 72 hours. Gotta be. Thank you. We're going out later. This particular section is like extremely rowdy. Yes, ladies. Let's get some boxed wine after this. Am I right? Oh my God.
One thing that I've been so obsessed with surrounding this movie is the idea, for people who are not aware of this backstory, this is based on Lulu Wang's real Nai, real grandma, and like a real lie that they told to her, and she's still alive. And she didn't even know until very recently. She finally saw the movie and now is aware that the whole family was lying to her.
Yes.
So what happened now that she's seen it?
I don't know the exact details of how, I know that she did see it, but you know, when we were filming, it was, you know, obviously the movie is about kind of like not telling grandma. That's like the main. And in real life, we filmed in Lulu's grandma's hometown of Changchun. So Lulu's grandma would come to set, and we would be doing scenes, and Lulu would be like, "Hey y'all, listen, you guys need to whisper this one because grandma's there." So in a way, it kind of became all of our burdens, you know? And there was, I love Sandra. There was a scene where I was crying because we were saying goodbye, and it was very powerful for me, so I would kind of come off crying, and Lulu's grandma came up to me and was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, I can't even get into it, but yeah, it's a great. But you know, that obviously that is a tradition that is very well practiced in China. Yeah.
Congratulations on your new television show. Awkwafina is Nora from Queens.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
Which starts this week on Comedy Central. Am I right?
Yes.
When I heard the title, and whenever I've seen you, you always introduce yourself. You say, "Hi, I'm Nora," and then it made me think back to
If I like you, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it made me think back to like when John Mellencamp started. He was John Cougar, and then he was John Cougar Mellencamp, and then he finally went John Mellencamp. Do you think there might be a day where you...
I'm sorry, I've never been compared to this John Mellencamp situation.
It was bound to happen. Do you see a day where your on-screen credit might be Nora Lum?
You know, I get asked that a lot. And I think, you know, in the beginning, Awkwafina really was someone to kind of like take the stage fright and the nervousness and the neuroses and the overthinking. But I think more and more as I grew up, I realized that they're the same person. And when I see the name Awkwafina on like a chair back or a call sheet, it's the name I chose for myself, you know? And it means something to the 15-year-old girl that was like, it's a great idea to name yourself Awkwafina, which, you know, years later, regrettable, but it's fine. But yeah, it's an homage to that, and so that's why I think I don't think I'm ready to lose it yet.
You can keep both alive, and that's what you're doing right now.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Awkwafina. Amazing. Stay right there. This is why I wanted her here tonight.
Wait, should I go?
No, you're going to stay right there.
Okay, great.
All right, so
good.
Next up, we're finally moving out of the A's all the way into the B's with Beanie Feldstein, your former co-star. Here's a clip of Beanie in Booksmart.